No, it's light. Nnamdi is light. Nnamdi is the hope of Africa. Nnamdi is the liberation Africa needs. Nnamdi is the brain that Africa is waiting for. Nnamdi is the innovation Africa is waiting for. Nnamdi is the political solution Africa is waiting for. Until Africa, the Biafra rise, he said it. He said until Biafra rise, Africa will not rise. Africa will not illuminate. He went down the memory lane to tell you the history of Africa, and at what point Africa lost its glory. That Africa has colonized India for 15,000 years, has colonized Italy, Rome for how many years before Africa loses its glory? So what he's trying to tell you is a man who is blessed with deep wisdom. Nnamdi Kanu. So all the things he's telling you, he's not telling you just for fun. Nnamdi Kanu understands so many factors. You understand some certain things. There are areas people doesn't want to look into, people don't want to listen. Those areas are the only areas that can move Nigeria from where they are to the next level. But unfortunately, because of materialism and selfish interest, Nigerian leaders and society has jettisoned what is called the simple truth. So when you see all those things backfiring, you don't need anybody to blame. If they not say they're going to remove Bola Ahmed Tinubu, let them remove him. Whichever means they use, they think they want to use to remove him. That is their business. Let them remove him. If the words he said they don't want Tinubu again, that is their business. Whichever word they say, that's their business. If he said they don't want Tinubu again, that's their business. Whichever word they want to use, that's their business. Because until we understand and removing Nnamdi Kanu, bringing Nnamdi Kanu back to where he is, for him to put Nigeria on the table, there will always be glamour for referendum, for constitution. Nnamdi Kanu is the only solution that can kill Nigeria or keep Nigeria alive.
Well, no, as regards but Ekpa has given federal government three demands for them to, for them not to be a month lockdown in the southeast. But Nnamdi Kanu is one of the demands that he demanded for. Do you think they will agree to Ekpa's three demands? And because the federal government might lose billions of naira if they don't listen to Ekpa's three demands that he requests for. Do you think that the federal government will be pressured to do the needful?
What someone is demanding is not perfect. Someone is demanding, not even to Nigeria. Nigeria is too small, for Simon Ekpa to be demanding. What is the demand? What someone is telling them that you stop killing the Biafrans, stop shooting the Easterners, stop using the security agents against the East, stop marginalization, stop destruction of Igbo properties anywhere in the world, in Nigeria. Stop all this, stop the killing. Igbos have died enough. We will stand against injustice. We will stand up against you. That's what Ekpa has been doing. But in terms of bringing a nation, that will house the entire Biafran, it depends on how we are able to get the international community to buy into the concept of the restoration of Biafra. And that is where Simon Ekpa is majorly focusing at this point in time. And especially the release of Nnamdi Kanu from the Fulani, who always believe that they are something else, but they are nothing. They are zero nothing. The only thing that is powering them is the Yorubas. The Yorubas have been powering the Northerners against the Igbos for a very long time. But thank God, I think to an extent, the revelation has shown that the Igbo consciousness and the African consciousness is going to come together. The African consciousness I'm talking about is not as a name, the black man consciousness, the black consciousness, the black man's consciousness. That's what I'm talking about. Until that liberation, we begin to play it. And that's why we are putting this camera on my face today, because we need to talk to the fellow black man, especially in Nigeria. Igbos are not the problem of Nigeria. We fought a war for over 4 years and we lost over 10 million people. Yes. Colonization, Islamic agenda, Muslim ticket. So to say no to Igbo marginalization, destroy their properties. These are the things that have been lined up against Igbo. And they rose up and fought until there was a constitutional ceasefire. And today, those things are seen very clearly in the subconsciousness of Nigeria as a nation. And that is why someone like Simon Ekpa is saying no to it and completely no to it. Until the federal government, see, they are moving towards that. You cannot stop it. It has come to a point that, that we should not be talking about the referendum again in Nigeria. What we are talking about is restoration of Biafra as a sovereign nation. Not even referendum. If they want to do constitutional referendum in Nigeria, that is their business. We are being threatened. But still, we remain the salt of this nation. What Simon Ekpa does on a daily basis, the sacrifice, without killing anybody, without arms, but they are using Boko Haram against the Igbos, they are using Fulani Herdsmen against the Igbos, they are using Arab Yorubas against the Igbos, all manner of attacks. And we have set our agenda. The agenda is no longer referendum. The agenda is the restoration of Biafra. And the only thing that has absolute power to look into that direction where we are heading is the United Nations, the Commonwealth, the AU. Because we know that once Biafra rises, there will be nothing like AU, there will be nothing like ECOWAS. Another fresh bloc is going to come. And that is what you see when people like Nnamdikanu is talking about, when you see the likes of Simon Ekpa and millions of Biafran agitators all over the world. That's the direction they are going, and that's the direction they will continue to go until Nigeria realize that those who agree for Nigeria should stay one side, and those who did not agree for Nigeria should stay one side. As simple as that. For national peace and tranquility.
You mentioned 49, just recently, Ekpa declared that 50 million people have voted for a referendum in the southeast. But do you think that with this 50 million, do you think that the UN will finally, adhere to, Biafran requests for freedom?
Those are the things that is being required on daily basis. Those are the opinions that is being required on daily basis. Those are the reference points. We're trying to negotiate bilateral with other countries when Biafra comes. Those are the evidence. The people need to see that actually the people want sovereignty. So doing all those things, don't look at it as something that is not realistic. It is very realistic. It's possible. It has been done. It has been tried. There's some consciousness is there. The consciousness is there. Everything has pointed towards that direction. Every big and hurry telling you that the time for Biafran restoration has come. So it's not about the 50 million there. It's just something that the world needs to look at as a reference point, to make sure that at the end of the day, Biafra is being supported by the whole world the day the sovereignty will finally arrive in Africa.
All right, I just want to say the truth to you. The truth is this. The Northerners are not planning to leave Nigeria. That's just a mere say. They are not planning to leave Nigeria. You see, this is what is happening. Majority of the young boys or the youth in Northerners, the elders in Northerners control Northerners, not the youths. So what you are hearing is from the youth of the North, but not from the elders. The elders are the one that speaks for the North. Whatever they tell them is what they do. So if they speak to the youth, calm down, the youth will calm down. So the Northerners are not planning anything. Look at the other day. Just look at what I told people. I said, remember the protest. Northerners were showing Russian flag. The same wait until next election. North will vote for Tinubu again. They will meet their elders.
Why do you say so?
They will, of course.
Why? Is it because of the poverty rate?
Tinubu is so smart. He knows how to go about it. He will need to call all their northern elders, pack money, give them. Those who go to the boys, addresses them, and that's all. So, see, I love our Nigeria. Don't be surprised. They will tell you not to vote Tinubu again. So all this is just, they're just making noise. Not as never for once decide they want to leave Nigeria. In fact, they took Nigeria like Nigeria is their property. So that's how they take this country. So the idea of Nnamdi Kanu saying that we are three different tribes, he may be right. Of course, everybody knows that Nigeria is not supposed to be. We're not supposed to be together. We're not supposed to live together. But what do you do when some people says it's a must, they live with you? Igbos are ready to go. But Yorubas are the one holding this country. Yes, I know why I say Yorubas are the one holding this country. Yorubas are lazy people. Lazy. I've never seen anybody so lazy like Yoruba people. Ọ̀lẹ tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ ọ̀lẹ òun làwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ọ̀lẹ gidi. That is what is affecting them. Do you know why I said so? The reason why I said so is this. Because if not for the ọ̀lẹ of the Yorubas, imagine if Yorubas were to be àwọn tó gbajúmọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé ọkùnrin ni wọ́n tó jẹ́ pé akíkanjú ọkùnrin ni wọ́n, they would have gone, they would have said want to leave, but wọ́n ń ṣe akíkanjú ọkùnrin. That is the problem we're having with Yorubas, and that is why I keep saying that they are the problem of this country.
Are you trying to call them hypocrites?
No, because they are confused. Yorubas will tell you, I once lived in Ibadan. Yoruba man will tell you, jẹ́ ká lọ magba fún baba olórí burúkú ni o, magba fún ẹ máa kú síbẹ̀ ni o. You will not do magba fún, you will not gbà fún. Now they don't break your head. The same Yoruba will say, ọ̀gbẹ́ni gbà tí mo ní kó má gbà fún mi ò ní kó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ìwọ ló fà á. The same Yoruba man o. That's to tell you that they are two-sided. And even the Yorubas, they know. Àwọn Yorùbá gan fúnra wọn mọ̀, they know. They themselves used to say it, that Yorubas are two-sided human beings. That's the problem. The Hausas used to say that the problem they are having in this country is not even, that Igbos are too naturally strong, but Yorubas is not their problem. Those are they can wipe them under his seconds. That's the truth. But are they ready? Yorubas prefer to continue to suffer until they die in that suffering. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá bọ́ eré nìyẹn. It is only Igbo man that will say láíláí mo jára mi gbà nígbà tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣí èrè mama jẹyà. That's your Igbo man for you. Hausa man, they will continue to worship anybody. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? So the truth is that, look at me, I'm an Igbo man. Mo ti bá wọn jẹ, mo ti bá wọn mu, mo dẹ̀ ti bá wọn ṣàwó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, there is nothing about Yorùbá that I don't understand. There is nothing about them that I don't understand. That is why I'm speaking the way I'm talking. Because I know they are the problem of this country. Hausa men, we know the number one problem of this country is Hausa. All of us know. In fact, I was somewhere one day, one boy said, Yoruba the problem, I said, shut up. Okay? Hausa is the number one problem for this country. All of us know that. But my anger is, Yoruba tún tẹ̀lé wọn. You know that this one is the problem of this country. You are still following it. Do you know that Yoruba man prefer, let me tell you, Yoruba man prefer to follow Hausa man. An Hausa man that will kill him next minute than to follow Igbo man, Olokpolo. That is Yoruba for you. When you talk Igbo man, Olokpolo, Orado, you prefer an Hausa man that will kill them rather than following Olokpolo. Because Yoruba man don't want to learn. They don't want to learn. So what I'm trying to say is this. Please, I just want everybody to understand. Igbos are more sensible. Yorubas are intelligent, but wọ́n lo ọpọlọ wọn. That is their problem. Ọpọlọ àmàlà ló wà lórí wọn. Wọ́n lò. So that's it. So please, what I just want to say is this. That everybody should understand this about this country. It's high time we think of how to divide. But there is no how. There is no how we can even divide in this country. You understand? So that's just it. You understand me? So everybody in this country knows our problem. Let me tell you now, it's just the way you mentioned Hausa man. Hausa man has a problem. All he thinks about, he doesn't think about how to help his own brother. He doesn't think about that. Yoruba man, how to betray his brother is what he thinks about. But Igbo man, they are too selfish. When you tell an Igbo man, when you say an Igbo man, I tell you, my brothers are selfish. So that's it. So thank you very much. I remain yours and only MC Grandma. Bye-bye. Take care.
He outsmarted all of them. He overdone them. Do you know the people we are talking about? the Igbo leaders, none of them, except Ojukwu, except Nnamdi Kanu. What Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for is what Simon is fighting for. Then again, what Ojukwu fought for is what Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi are fighting for. So what Simon Ekpa here means here should not be misinterpreted. He's referring to Igbo. That's Ohaneze Igbo. Obiozo, Iwayanwu, Enyinya, no, Nya, Wodo. All of them in the past that headed that Igbo cultural platform, Ohaneze. Simon Ekpa has outsmarted all of them. He has outdone all of them. Do you know why? Simon Ekpa is our prime minister in Finland. The work he's doing there is not relaxing. He's not relying on Igbo, on Igbo. He's relying on himself. He's relying on what he could do better than any other person. So when he says that he has at least overdone, or he has been overdoing, whatever any Igbo member has done, it means he has what? Overcome the evil Ohaneze themselves. Those Ohaneze people that are not living up to expectations, both present and the past. There are many Ohanezes that are after their own selfish interest. Their own interest. That's what they are doing for. So Ekpa is saying that he himself has overdone their own, at least, performances. He has outperformed them. When he's using the Igbo there, it doesn't mean say he's attacking Ojukwu or belittling Nnamdi Kanu. No. People should hear well and listen well before they pick up a judgment. So Simon Ekpa has gone too far. Writing NATO to approve Biafra, to give Biafra recognition is a good, iconic achievement. Writing to Canada to approve Biafra, of course, Canada is where the headquarters of NATO is located. He has done well by that. After writing Canada, Canada accepted, gave Biafra recognition. He has written to Trump, Trump accepted. He has written to House Congress, US lawmakers. They approved Biafra, they accepted Biafra, they give Biafra international node. And I'm telling you that recognition of Biafra by United Nations and other world platforms is as a result of Nnamdi Kanu's Simon alliance. What they have done so far in the past has actually outperformed Ohaneze Igbo's, performance for Biafra to be, even for Igbo man to be at peace with all the regions in Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu has done a lot. Simon Ekpa has done a lot. Lots and lots of effort, putting input, at least by these two men, has gone a long way to bring about this emancipation of Biafra, of a thing where we have been deliberating on. So Simon Ekpa is right. What he said.
But from look of things, it seems as if the Indigos in Finland are really against Ekpa, because he also cried out that some faceless entity in Finland are against his progress, as regard what he has done for them, since that.
Nobody is free of enmity. Every man, every woman, nobody is free from having enemies or an enemy. What Simon Ekpa is doing, let me tell you, not only Finland, it's not the whole European Igbos are accepting him. Because there are some persons that are saying that Ekpa is instigating against Nnamdi Kanu's job, that what Ekpa is doing is anti-Biafra. Not everybody likes Ekpa. And Ekpa himself should listen and listen good to my analysis. It's not every Igbo man that should love you. It's not everybody. You must have enemies. It's for every man created by God. Ekpa is doing a good job, and even Ekpa is not there. Who among them would have come out and voice out for Biafra now that Nnamdi Kanu is incarcerated? So it's not everybody that will love Ekpa. Ekpa is doing a good job promoting Biafra in Finland, and Finland government and prime minister has accepted Biafra. And we should not be that history blind, forgetting the roles of Finland. What Finland nation did for Biafra is wonderful. It can never be erased out in history. It was Finland as a nation that starved their children for Biafran children to feed. They brought in okoroko, they brought in corn milk, they brought in all manner of expensive reliefs into the Igbo land. They flew at night, they come in from Bight of Guinea into Biafran land, feeding Biafran children because of too much pachoko that was ravaging Biafran children during the war. Finland tried a lot. Finland is recognizing us presently. Is a good achievement by Ekpa. The work Ekpa is doing is not doing it only in Finland, he's doing it in Israel. He's trying to unite all the Igbos in Europe to put all hands on desk to make sure that Biafran dream becomes a reality.